welcome to another fun episode of Indy Wine Chats. So we are really excited today. Obviously, we are not in our normal setting, but you might see us in this setting a little more often.
Yeah, it is pretty
cute. It's cute.
We love it.
It is cute. So we have Kat with us today, who is one of the owners of Sweet Olive and Company, which for those of you who don't know is a local boutique here in Indy, and 4 locations, online as well, shopsweetolive.com. And we are going to chat about being a mom, being a business owner, and fashion, and like all of the fun things today. And a wife. Oh yeah, also that title.
Also that title.
Yes, also that title.
Small details.
Yeah, all of the fun things. Yeah. So, Kat, start, I guess, first by telling us a little bit about you, where you grew up, etc.
So I grew up in Center Grove. I graduated from Center Grove High School in 2010. Ooh, I had to think about that for a minute. I met my husband when I was in high school. He graduated before I did. He also went to Center Grove. We met show choir.
Cute, guys.
That's how Steph and I actually met. We've known each other for probably, 10 years?
Yeah, really close to it. Yeah, craziness.
My husband and I have a 2.5-year-old daughter named Lindley. She's so cute. I'll say it. She's really cute.
She is really cute.
I'm in over my head.
Cute and sassy, right?
And that's really, that's like me in a nutshell. I don't know.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about Sweet Olive's history, because you guys did not start as a boutique. You did not start in fashion.
No, right. Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was doing hair a few years ago, and I started working at a salon and met my friend Erica, which you guys both know.
A different Erica.
Erica without a K.
Yes.
Erica without a K. Mm-hmm. So we met, and we had this crazy dream of, hey, let's open a salon, and we're like, no way will my husband and her boyfriend ever go for it. But they did. I don't know what they were thinking, but we did, and we opened the salon. A little over 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And Erica so badly, she was like, I want to have a boutique in the front. I want to have a boutique in the front. I was like, well, pump your brakes. Take it a time. Like, let's do this. I want to have a baby, and then we'll go from there. So we opened in April. I found out I was pregnant with Lindley in June, so 2 months later. So I was like,
so quick.
And then we opened up Sweet Olive that next July, the boutique, because we finally were like, let's just do it. Let's wing it.
See what happens.
See what happens. We'll connect it with a salon. We're always there, so it was a safe bet. And here you are now.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I know.
That's
it all
so crazy.
So quick.
So tell us a little bit about the process, because you guys have only been in business for 2 years, really, with the boutique side of things.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what the process has been like to be like, okay, yes, we're going to do this boutique. Okay, now we're going to open a second location, and then a third and a fourth, and now we're growing online. It's like all of the things. So what's that look like?
It looks like chaos. There are some days when I wake up and I'm like, what did I get myself into? But I am so passionate about this business that I think that my drive for that just helps make that happen. And quite honestly, Matt has a lot to do with it. I think Matt having the faith and the trust, and not only me, but in what we're doing, kind of gives me that drive to just keep. Anybody who knows me knows that, like, when I get a ball in my hand, I just run, and I don't look back. Mm-hmm. I do not look back. I don't look to the side. I don't look either way. I just keep on going.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess that's just how you
just keep going. You just have to push forward.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we're sitting in your warehouse.
Yes.
Which is really exciting. I know that's been like a big dream.
And
like,
huge. Yes.
When you guys hired me in October, you were like, I want to do this thing. And like, you had all of these big dreams. And I feel like all of these things are coming to fruition now. And it's like, whoa.
Yes. Going from working out of your 2-car garage to this has been like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And for my sanity, it's just like amazing.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about that, because you guys have, you've literally worked out of your home.
Yes.
Like you guys built a big, beautiful home, and then you sold it.
Yes.
And then you moved into a smaller home, and then you had your office there. So like, talk to us a little bit about kind of that.
So we sold our house a few years ago because it was just such a good time to buy, and we knew we were going to have to expand at some point. And until we figure out what we want to do, we're just have this cute little house, which has a finished 2-car garage. So we were like, oh, let's make the warehouse here. Why not? Bad idea. So we
bad idea.
It really was fine for a while, but
You've outgrown it.
We've outgrown it physically and emotionally. It's just to that point where you've got to have that separation of home and work. And it's also quite dangerous for my 2-year-old who thinks that she's like going to be a ninja warrior who like will scale these boxes and you're like, ugh, what's happening?
Yeah.
So this was such a big, I told my husband, I told Matt, I said, this can be my birthday and Christmas gift, this warehouse, for like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. I don't care.
I'm good.
Please,
but I need
let's
it.
get out of here because it felt like we would go inside, you know, to our actual house and we'd sit down to eat dinner and we'd put Lindley to bed and we'd be like, oh, that probably needs to be done. Mm-hmm. So since it was so easy, we would go and do it and we didn't have that like that personal time too. I don't know. I just felt like it was always work. Where now I feel like I can have that drive to and from work and I can separate it.
And it's a little bit.
It's really better for your sanity too.
It is
to kind of have that time to like wind down. You know?
Yes.
And have that separate from where you're living, so you're not constantly feeling like you're living in a workspace.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, to the point where we had like a phone in our house. So if the phone rang, you know, customers would call even at 9 o'clock at night. We were quick to be like, you know, setting those boundaries. Okay, after 5:30, like we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
You have to. You have to do that.
So tell us a little bit about being a working mom. And I'm not there yet. Both of you have experienced this. I obviously haven't. I mean, I know what it's like to balance a lot of jobs and wear a lot of different hats, but being a mom is like 24/7, on all the time, totally different ballgame. So talk to us a little bit about how you manage that.
Well, first things first, I manage by this.
So cheers to that.
Cheers to the wine chat.
Cheers to wine chat.
Because in all seriousness, being a mom is my #1 job. Like, you probably get that more than I do. Like, I'm extremely selfish in the fact that, like, when I walk out the door at 5:30 to go home, I walk out. Like, I don't think about my business partners. I don't think about my employees. I don't think about all of those things because now my job is to be a mom and a wife. And I don't know. It's really a double-edged sword because you think, oh, owning your own business and being a working mom, you can have the best of both worlds. But with having that also comes
a lot of responsibility.
Because you have to learn how to balance. You have to learn how to say no. You have to learn how to be organized, which sometimes
organized is like the biggest thing.
You have to remember, which you more so than I mean, I only have 1 kid. I could imagine.
But still,
more, still, it's a lot of work to make all that happen. I don't know. Being selfish. I know that sounds terrible, but you have to be. To be a working mom, you have to be selfish and you have to learn how to set those boundaries of, yes, I'll do something and no, I won't. Because like, how many times have you been asked to do a wedding?
Right.
And you're like, no, I want to spend time with my kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to. You have to set those guidelines because otherwise your life will slowly overtake with work, and then you feel like you're not giving your best self to being a mom or being a wife.
And there's been times where I'm like, ugh, I feel like I've failed as a mom or as a wife because I don't feel like I'm holding up my end of the duties because we're going into fall and it's the busiest time and I'm work. Yeah. Like right now, you know, today my daughter's at Holiday World. Mm-hmm. I feel like I should be there, but I need to work at the same time. Like, it's just such a hard, it's a tug and pull. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. And I think sometimes, too, you have to, like, feel like you need something for yourself, too. Because I think I'm a better mom when I have my things that I do by myself as well, within balance. And then I think it shows, too, like, it's such a great thing for your kids to see as they grow up, like, my parents worked hard, you know, to get, and I think that's so important to see, like, okay, my mom was a mom, and she loved us, but she also worked really hard, and so I think that's important to see that, too, so it is, but it's always about balance, it's always about having a calendar, being organized, knowing when to say no, and I still have a hard time with that.
And learning, too, like, I am so excited for Lindley to become older and be proud of me to, like, because, like, when you guys were kids, didn't you be like, oh, my mom does X, Y, and Z for her job? Like, you were proud to say what your mom did, and I look forward to that with Emily. I look forward to her going to school and being like, oh, my mom owns a boutique. Like, how cool would that be to, I don't know, I just think I want her to be proud of me as a mom and really own that. I don't know, I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, no, that is really
cool. It's a really fun, crazy ride.
Yeah,
I mean, you hear stories all
I know,
daily.
It's so
of, like,
crazy. It's so
Lindley
crazy.
did this, Lindley did that.
Yeah.
So.
Does it seem surreal? Like, did you always know you wanted to own a business, or was this just something that kind of developed over time?
You know, it's funny. I did, but I didn't. So I actually, before I went to cosmetology school, I started out in business school. I was going to IUPUI. I was getting ready to go into Kelly School of Business. Like, that's what I was going to do, was business. And then I kind of just, like, gave up on it. I was like, oh, I don't know, this is kind of hard. I just thought it was too hard. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. So I went and did hair. And so when we started the salon, I felt my dreams starting to come true. And now I'm even more so on the business side. I don't do hair at all anymore. I do 100% business with Sweet Olive. And so I think it's funny. And it's funny because I get a lot of people who ask me, where did you go to business school? And I say, oh, I didn't. And they either say, oh, wow, that's really awesome. Or, oh, how do you have a business?
How are you doing this?
Mm-hmm. And it's not all about that. And for a while I was like, maybe I should get a business degree. Maybe these people are,
maybe these
whatever.
people are right.
And I was like, am I doing that for myself or for them? So I just think, no matter what, you can make your dreams come true. Seriously.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Always. Because if you would have asked me 10 years ago if I thought I'd be here,
no way.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
No. And from you knowing me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think.
No, I mean, no. I never would have been like, yes, Kat is going to be.
That in a really
I
nice
do.
way.
Okay,
She
no,
does.
listen, I do.
I know.
Kat and I have been through some crazy-ish together, and
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we have. So, but yeah, no, I mean, like in high school, I think if you would have looked at either of us and been like, in 10 years from now, you guys are going to be working together. Kat's going to own a business. You're going to be doing all the marketing. Like, you're going to, all of the, like anything in life. I feel like.
We would have laughed and been like, oh, what a dream.
Yeah. I would have been like, that's so funny.
Really funny, guys.
Yeah. Or like, when you're in high school and you plan like, oh, we're going to go to college together and we're going to dork together and then we're going to get a job together and we're going to move here together.
Yeah.
Because it's all just like a fun and game dream.
Yeah.
So for it to actually become.
Because
I'm sure we've joked about it at some point. And like, wouldn't it be better to work together?
Yeah.
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 I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Here
we are.
Here we are.
So what is one piece of advice you would tell either just female entrepreneurs or moms with careers or like, what would you say to people who have these big dreams and goals and want to balance a lot at one time?
Don't let anybody stand in your way. And I know that sounds so cliche, and I know everybody says that, but I feel like as a female entrepreneur especially, I've been knocked down. I have been looked at like I don't know a thing. I have been, I've been to meetings where I'm the only female in the room, and it's like I don't even exist when I know just as much as everybody in the room. So don't give up. Don't ever let somebody feel like you're not worthy of being in the position that you're in, because you are. Because you worked to get there.
Seriously.
No, seriously though. I mean, there are
truth.
so many times when people are like, they just make you feel not worthier and whatever, and it's like, I don't, no time for you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just not, it's not worth it. And for a long time, a couple years ago, I would have taken that to heart and been like, I'm worth nothing. I would have melted down about it. But I've gotten to the point where, especially Lindley, like I want to show her that you can be whatever you want to be. You can be whomever you want to be. And I'm going to stand there with you, and you can do it confidently.
Yeah.
And I think, hopefully she sees that in me. And once again, that goes back to Matt, too. I think Matt really gives me that confidence of being who I am. I wouldn't be who I am without him.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I kind of like him.
He's kind of cool, I guess. I like that we call him Manager.
Manager, because he is.
So cute. I love that.
He wants to have like Matt's Corner.
Yes. He wants to start like a weekly Sweet Olive segment called Matt's Corner, where he
gosh, that's so cute.
You think he works with like 40 women?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and like sits with us all day long, like during
He probably has like a very interesting insight.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I think we definitely annoy him.
Yeah.
But part of my mission during the day is to annoy him.
He embraces it, so it's fine.
Like a lot of stuff I do.
He seems like he can handle it.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Well, thank you so much for being on here today. We really appreciate it. It is a fun episode, and I think that female entrepreneurship is so important, and it's something to talk about, and being a working mom is important to talk about. So stay tuned for next week, because we are going to continue this conversation a little bit with a couple different topics. So, all right, you guys, we'll see you next week. Cheers.